Tonight's homework lesson is Unit 5, Lesson 7. Write first step questions for two-step problems. And the way I've taught the kids how to do that is their first step question goes inside the parenthesis. We call that parenthesis an expression. So let's see. Write the first step question and answer. Then solve the problem. Okay. The parking garage has 9 rows with 10 parking spaces in each row. I'm going to circle my each here because now I know it's a multiplication. There are 8 empty spaces. How many spaces are filled? So I can find out how many spaces there are altogether. There are 9 rows times, because I have each, times 10 parking spaces in each row. Yeah, I'm just going to fix this here. In each row. So 10 would be my each. I'm going to put that inside my parentheses. Then there are 8 empty spaces, so I'm going to minus the spaces that are empty. And then that should give me the spaces that are filled. So I'm figuring out how many spaces there are. I'm going to take away the spaces that are empty, and that should leave me the ones that are full. So I evaluate this expression. That's 90 minus 8 equals n. I'm going to go over here and do 90 minus 8. I have to regroup. This becomes an 8. This becomes a 10. 10 minus 8 is 2. 8 minus nothing is 8. So 90 minus 8 equals 82. And I label it. N equals 82. How many spaces? 82 spaces. And then I box my answer. Look at number 2. Leland bought 3 packs of trading cards with 8 cards in each pack. Again, I have an each. 8 is going to be my each, so I'm going to circle it. He divided, this gives me a clue, the cards equally among his 4 friends. How many cards did each friend get? So I'm going to find out, let me see. I have to know how many trading cards he has. So I'm going to multiply. I know my each is 8. I have 3 packs. This is my first expression, my first question. He gives me a big clue right here. He divided them. So I'll put in a division sign. Among his 4 friends. And I want to know how many cards did each friend get. So this would be equal my n. So I evaluate my first question or my expression. 3 times 8 is 24. Divided by 4 equals n. Now I have to solve it. So 24 divided by 4 equals 6. And then I label it n equals 6. Go back to my question. How many cards? 6 cards. And I box my answer. Number 3. Sarah made 20 necklaces. She kept 2 necklaces and divided the rest equally among 6 friends. How many necklaces did each friend get? Okay, so I have a couple of clues here. I have an each, and I have a divided. Okay, so Sarah made 20 necklaces. I'm going to take my 20. She kept 2, and, okay, so we're going to minus 2. That will tell me how many she gave away. I'm going to take my 20 and minus my 2 that she kept. That should tell me how many she gave away. And then she divided them equally among 6 friends. So I want to know how much each one gets. So I take 20 minus 2, which gives me 18. I'm going to divide that by 6. It gives me n. All I did is I evaluated this. I'm going to bring this down and divide it now. So then 18 divided by 6 equals, how many 6s does it take to get to 18? 3. So n equals 3. How many necklaces? How many necklaces? So it's 3 necklaces that each friend got. And I'm going to box this answer. Okay. Lori took 36 pictures, and Tim took 28 more pictures than Lori. Tim put 8 pictures on each page in his album. How many pages did Tim fill in his album? Well, I have an each here. Let's see. Lori took 36 pictures. Tim took 28 more pictures than Lori. So that's how we can figure out how many pictures Tim took. That's what it asks for me. How many pictures did Tim? So if Lori took 36, and he took 28 more, I'm going to add, that's my first expression, or my expression. Tim put 8 pictures on each page in his album. When I see each, I know I have to either multiply or divide. We don't know how to multiply this by 8 yet, so we're going to divide it. And then I have to know how many pages were in his album. So I'm going to take my 36 and 28. And I'm going to add it up because that's what it tells me. So 6 plus 8 is 14. Regroup my 1. 3, 4, 5, 6, 64. So I put 64 here. Divided by 8 equals n. Now I actually solve the problem. So 64 divided by 8 equals 8. N equals 8. Go back in my problem. How many pages? 8 pages. I box my answer. Circuit number 5. Maria bought 7 packages of balloons. Each package has 8 balloons. She used 49 balloons in bouquets. How many balloons does Maria have left? Okay, so let's find out how many balloons she had in the beginning. She had 7 packages. My each tells me that each has 8, so multiply times 8. There's my expression. If she used them, I need to minus them. 49. And then that would equal my n. So 7 times 8, if you want to get to 7th and 8th grade, you have to go to 5th and 6th first. Then I need to minus 49, and that will give me my solution. So I'm going to go over here, and 56 minus 49. I need to regroup. This becomes a 4. This becomes a 16. 16 minus 9 is 7. 4 minus 4 is 0. So n equals 7. How many balloons? 7 balloons. And I'm going to box my answer. And that is the end of tonight's lesson, Unit 5, Lesson 7.